It's me, Ribbity, and welcome to my channel. If you've already been here before, it's good to have you back. But if you're new to my channel, hello, I do Sims 4 build videos, although I will be talking about that a little bit more in detail further on in the video. I do hope you enjoy. This video basically is to celebrate my channel having 100 subscribers, which is amazing. So thank you so much to each and every one of you for being just incredible and supportive, and yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you so much. So I asked you guys on Twitter to send in a bunch of questions that you wanted me to answer, so thank you for everyone who sent in questions. But in the background you'll see there's a speed build. This is actually me building my real life home that I live in with my parents just now. Due to COVID situations, I've moved home, but it's been my home for about 12 years. You know, I did a lot of growing up here, so it's quite a special place for me. So it was a nice build to do, although it was difficult to do with just vanilla EA. I did think about doing it with CC, but I decided I would just stick to vanilla. So yeah, you can watch that while you listen to me probably ramble on a lot because I can't talk to save myself. But let's jump into the questions then. So, question number 1. Do you like reading, and what's your favourite book? I do love reading. I used to read all the time, although recently I feel like I've just not had the focus to read properly. I don't know what it is. I'll pick up a book and I'll try to read it, and I don't know, I just feel like I'm not really getting into it, so I get bored. Right now, I am trying to read the Harry Potter books. You know, I've heard for years and years, oh, they're amazing, you need to read them, and I've always thought, oh yeah, I will at some point, yeah. But I decided to do it, and I'm absolutely loving them. So I just really need to power through because I don't know where my focus has gone. It's a bit all over the place. Probably like this video is gonna be, so just a little warning. When did you start playing Sims, and what do you like most about it? Why did I read that so weird? When did you start playing The Sims, and what do you like most about it? So I started playing The Sims when I was really, really young. I don't even know how old I was. I must have been like 4 or something. I don't know. My sister played it, so that's how I got introduced to it. Although I don't remember this, you know, it's just I knew I played The Sims as a little kid. It's just kind of been the way it was. But yeah, my sister played it, so that's how I got into it, and I was about 4. I don't know about that. I mean, I didn't play it properly at that age, obviously. What I like most about it? Well, when I think about it, my best memories were from, well, obviously this is The Sims 1 that I was playing. I don't know if it was just a lot or if it was a separate world, but you went there and it was like all spooky, and there was like little rides, like little ghost cart things, and like a little roller coaster and different stalls and stuff like that. It was really dark and really gloomy, but yeah, I remember that, and I think I love just how wacky The Sims was. You know, I love that. I miss that. What was your favorite game from your childhood? Well, The Sims 1 was definitely my favorite game, but I mean, other than The Sims, oh, I used to play this game called, I think it was called Mall Tycoon, that you had a shopping centre, or a mall as you call it in the States, and you placed like already designed shops, but you placed them down and you just kind of, I don't know, you just managed it, I guess. I don't really know what I did in it. I just remember loving it. What kind of music do you listen to? See, I listen to a really big variety of music. Like, I could listen to like Ed Sheeran, Lewis Capaldi, Lizzo. I actually really love quite heavy music. Like, my brother used to be in a band, like a heavy metal band. Um, so that kind of got me into that side of it. So bands like Wage War or 4 Year Strong, things I love them so much. And actually, as a little kid, I used to be in love with Corey, the lead singer in Slipknot. I used to love Slipknot so much. It's really creepy when you look at them and think I was like a 6-year-old girl and I loved them. What traits do you usually give your Sims? I think I'm quite boring with that because I think I just give them like good traits, like the trait good or goofball or neat or family orientated. I don't know, I just give them basic. I'm just not good with traits. I don't like having the annoying ones, and I feel like those are the least annoying. Do you play any other games? I I don't really right now. I mean, I do every now and again. I don't play many games, to be honest. I don't know. Some games I would play though, like I played Far Cry when I had my PS4, although I don't have my PS4 anymore. And GTA 5. I got a new laptop like a year ago, and I couldn't run GTA 5 in my old one, but I can run it now on this. So I've been playing that a little bit. House Flipper. I'm loving House Flipper, but I love anything to do with building houses or decorating houses, and yeah, it's not the best with options, especially with furniture, but I love it. So those are the games I'm playing. What did you want to be when you were a kid? I really wanted to be a vet. I love animals and I love the idea of helping them, but as I started to grow up, I realized I didn't have the balls to do it basically, and I couldn't imagine having to deal with the darker side of being a vet. So I wasn't strong enough for it. So yeah. What do you want to do now? Well, I really want to be an interior designer. I have always really wanted to do that actually. I just didn't acknowledge it being like a possibility. I don't know if that makes sense. I just I knew it in the back of my head. I just never actually thought that's what I want to be. So yeah, I'm trying to sort that out right now. What's something personal you're proud of that isn't traditionally a big thing in society? Ooh. Okay, so I don't know what impression you guys have of me, if you think I'm confident or not, but I'm really not. I'm really shy and I'm really insecure. And so for me it's a stressful experience, like even just going to a shop like myself, anywhere where there's groups of people and I'm alone, I feel really insecure and quite scared, to be honest. Like I just feel nervous. So even me just doing something simple as that, like I'm proud that I can do that, that I can be, I don't know, that I get up the courage to do that. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but yeah. I would like to know what inspired you to start your YouTube channel and pick the name that you have. I've always wanted to do YouTube, like as long as I can remember. It's just like the interior design, I never gave it the time of day, I just thought that's not what you don't even think about that. But then I joined the Sims Twitter community and seeing everyone sharing their creations and sharing their YouTube stuff, and it was just amazing to see and support that I just really wanted to be able to do the same because I had the passion for it, and having that support in that community really gave me the courage to do so. So thank you to all of you guys, because you're the reason that I'm doing this. I don't think I ever would have done it without the support and love that I've received from everyone on Twitter. So thank you. And where did my name come from? Well, actually, it was years and years ago when I first got my Origin account, and you had to pick a name. And there was a randomized thing, and I remember just pressing it because I didn't know what it did. I was like, oh, I don't care, it's fine, I just played Sims, it's not a big deal. And I randomized it, and Ribty came up, and I'm like, sure, whatever, that's fine. And then when I joined Twitter, I was like, oh, I better just make sure they're the same thing, just because then it keeps all my Sim related stuff as one. So I did that, and then when I decided to get my YouTube channel, I was like, I'm just gonna have to go with this brand of a frog. And Dee was amazing. She made this really cute frog, and I actually really like it now. But that's how it came about. So it's not really that interesting of a story. Favorite pack in The Sims 4? Oh, probably city living. I just like the atmosphere it gives you. I like apartments, although I wish we could build our own. I do like apartments, and I like the apartments they give you. I think they're really lovely because there's such variety, and I like the festivals. Yeah, I think it just adds a whole different gameplay to The Sims. And one thing I don't get is why we never have many cities. Like in The Sims 3 we had one city, and in The Sims 4 we only have one city. Why do we have loads of suburbs? I want a variety of different kinds of cities because I feel like it's a completely different style you can play. Whereas the suburbs, yeah, they're all different styles from each other, but I don't need 8 different kinds of countryside and one city, you know? Favorite things to do instead of The Sims. I love going for walks. I mean, I'm lucky enough to live in such a beautiful part of the country, in a tiny village in the middle of nowhere. There's just valleys and hills and mountains around us. It's wonderful. So my favorite thing to do is go on walks, well, is to spend time with my dogs. So put those two together, and there we go. I'm happy. Obviously, if it's nice weather. If it's really rubbish weather, it's not so fun. But yeah. Favorite color. My favorite color is yellow. I absolutely love yellow because it's such a happy color. It just, looking at that color makes me smile, and I just try to be as happy in life as possible because the world is so damn depressing anyway. My worst fear. I honestly think my worst fear is probably letting my parents down. It's, yeah. It just makes me emotional thinking about it. I mean, I'm going through a really rough patch right now anyway, but I just don't want to be a failure to them. But yeah, let's move on from that. If you could have any pet that you don't currently have, what would it be? Also, this is from the Mum Cave, and you did ask me questions twice. So another question from your other lot of questions was, if you could have any exotic pet, what would it be? So the answer for both of them will be the same. So I'm just gonna put them together. I would love to have a flamingo. Now, as long as it doesn't turn out to be animal cruelty, like if I care for it properly and the climate was all good, then I would love to have one because I am obsessed with flamingos. Like literally, I'm obsessed. I have on my desk, I have a pen holder that has a flamingo on it. I have a flamingo light. I have 2 bath towels with flamingos on them. I have a flamingo coaster. I have a necklace that I wear 24/7 that has a flamingo on it. I'm obsessed. I love them so much. They're just so beautiful and incredible. Where does your greatest inspiration come from for your videos? My inspiration actually comes from... So, before I started my YouTube channel, I just played The Sims exactly how I did all the time, and I built all the same houses over and over. Everything was just kind of the same. But when I started my channel, I started exploring, and I started trying new things and going out of my comfort zone a bit. And I think that's my inspiration. When I think, oh, what do I want to build next? I find something that I've not built yet, that I don't know how to build, and I try it for my channel. So I think that's my inspiration. I want to push myself out of my comfort zone and try different things. Describe how you spend your time playing The Sims off camera. Well, I don't really play The Sims off camera that much now I've started my YouTube. It was mainly because I was staying down at my sister's up until a couple days ago. I was staying with my sister, and that's when I started my channel. But she has a 3-year-old daughter, so she's a bit manic, and it leaves like barely any time to yourself. And then when she's in bed at night, I'm shattered because I spent all day running after a 3-year-old. So I didn't have much time to, just sit on my laptop anyway. So any time I did have was for recording and editing. But before I started my YouTube channel, I would tend to just make a sim and play them through as like a young adult city life or a vet. I like playing as a vet and having my vet clinic. And then they'd finally settle down and they'd have a kid. And as soon as they had a kid, I'd be like, right, I'm on to the next one. And I just start again and make a new sim. But it was always the same sort of thing. What is your dream pack for The Sims 4? A B&B pack or a hotel pack. I really, 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 really want B&Bs. I've wanted B&Bs for years. Just the thought of having your Sims like a retail lot. You live in your house, you serve them breakfast in a little breakfast room. Oh, I don't know why that sounds so exciting to me. In reality, it's really boring, but like I just love that idea. And then probably hand in hand, there's like a in-depth hotel management sort of aspect, and then you can run hotels. That would be really cool as well. But please, EA, give me hotels and B&Bs. Please. Who do you think is the worst townie in The Sims 4? Oh, I don't know. Why did I say that so weird? I don't know. Probably Nancy. Nancy's really annoying. She just turns up all the time. I don't know why she's always at my Sim's house. No matter what sim it is, no matter what save file, no matter what town, she's always there. And I don't know why. It's really annoying. So I would say Nancy. What are 3 goals you have for your channel? Well, that's a good question. My first goal is, and this might sound selfish, but ever since starting my YouTube channel, I myself have been a lot happier. I think that doing this, I don't know, something clicks and I just feel joy from creating videos for you guys. So that's my first goal, is for my channel to be a place where I can go to be comfortable, so I can continue to come here and make videos. And the second one's kind of hand in hand with that. I want it to be a place for others to come, to bring them joy. So I would love in the future if you were to have a bad day and you'd be like, Ribbity's got a new video out, I'm gonna go watch that because she always makes me smile, or it's such a safe place, I just feel comfortable watching her content. I would love that. I really, really want to do that because I love being there for people and helping people, and the fact that I can affect any of yous out there that I've never met before is just it's such an incredible feeling that I can be there to help you in some way. I love that. My third goal, I mean, obviously, in an ideal situation, it would be amazing if I could get paid through doing YouTube. That's like a dream, isn't it? You get paid for something that you love so much. The first thing I want to be able to do is to be able to help people, because that makes me feel so warm inside, and I feel like you have to do things that make you happy in life, otherwise the world's going to get you. Favorite TV show at the moment? Oh, okay, right. I don't know who watching will know this TV show. It's a US reality TV show that I don't think is very big in the UK, so I don't know if you guys anyone watching will know it. It's called The Challenge. It's on MTV, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I made that up. Maybe it's not on MTV. Actually, I don't think it is. Is it? I don't know. It's called The Challenge. It's a reality TV show where a bunch of individuals compete in weekly tasks that might be mental or physical, but they're usually very strenuous no matter what they are. And then every week there's an elimination round where people get voted in and they have to fight to stay in the competition. And then at the end there's the winners who run the final and they get a cash prize. And the newer seasons are not so great because they're very like drama orientated, but older seasons are very like challenge orientated, and it's amazing to see these people compete because the stuff they put their bodies and their minds through is just amazing. And then you get like the returning veterans season after season who just have such big personalities. I love it. I was so obsessed with it. I binged like 10 seasons in like 3 weeks. I don't know, it was a lot. But yeah, if anyone's heard of it or watches it, let me know. Like, I would love to know I'm not alone in this. And if you haven't, go check it out on YouTube. It's called The Challenge. It's amazing. I'm just saying it. It's amazing, all right? Do you like building or playing with Sims in The Sims? I predominantly just build. I might sit and cast for a few hours and play about there and then move that sim into the house that I've just built, but I don't tend to play much. Although I am trying to explore the game a little bit more because I know I haven't explored it that much. So I am trying, but my heart is in the building and a little bit in the cast. My go-to film that I could watch over and over. Oh, it's either the original Beauty and the Beast. Love it so much. It's my favorite Disney film. It's incredible. Or Anastasia, or Anastasia, whichever way you pronounce it, which is about Anastasia Romanov, the Russian princess, and when their family got run out of the palace by the mobs, and she grows up in an orphanage and she doesn't know she's a princess or that half her family's dead. It's just her gran who's alive. And the film's about her journey to finding her gran and finding who she is again. But the soundtrack in it is just, it is the most beautiful thing. Like, I can't express it. It's such a beautiful film. And my absolute dream in life is to go see it on Broadway. I couldn't imagine how incredible it is. The things I've heard and the things I've seen about it, like, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. Like, I would love to go see Anastasia on Broadway. It's just, oh my gosh, it's my dream. But yeah, so if you haven't watched the film, go watch it. It's such a beautiful film. Kiss, Marry, or Kill, but with Sims. Oh my gosh. Alright, now I need to think of some Sims. Because I don't really play, I don't really know them. Right, okay, so when I have played, there's always been one sim that's popped up. What's his name? Akiro. Akiro? I think it's Akiro. I think he came from City Living, right? I'll kiss him. I'll marry... Oh, who would I marry? I'll marry Johnny Zest, just because I feel really bad for him. I would kill Nancy. Yeah, for reasons that I've already explained, she's just annoying. What made you start uploading videos on YouTube? Well, yeah, it's like what I said about I saw people sharing their content, and it was really awe-inspiring to see the content that people were making and the passion that they had for it, and I loved supporting it. And then I thought, well, I love creating this sort of stuff, I just don't share it with anyone, so what if someone else feels the same way about me sharing mine? So yeah, that's why I started doing it, because I love to create this stuff anyway, so why not share it and hopefully make someone's day? What are your plans for your channel? I don't really have many plans yet. I mean, I'm still trying to find my way. One plan that I definitely have in place is, I mean, now is a pretty good time to tell yous, I've decided on an upload schedule. You might have noticed before it was a bit sporadic. Now I'm going to be uploading challenges or just fun one-off videos every Wednesday. And every Sunday I'm going to have what I'm calling Story Speed Build Sundays. And that's where I'll be showing you a speed build of something I've been working on. And I actually asked in a poll on Twitter about, would you guys be interested if I shared personal stories from my life while watching a speed build? And you all said, yeah, like do that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Each Sunday I'm going to share a little story or an experience that I've had in my life. Might be funny, might be sad, might be dramatic, and it probably will be really dramatic. Knowing me, I'm very over dramatic. But I'll be doing that while the speed build's happening, and I'll also still talk about the build, so don't worry about that. If you don't want to hear my personal story, then yeah, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'll keep an eye on the comments, so let me know if you don't enjoy hearing my personal stories in those videos, and I'll change it up. But yes, that's what I'm going to be doing, and then maybe down the line, if you guys really enjoy it, you know, I might see if you want to start sharing your stories, and I can share them on the speed build Sundays. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. But that's what you can expect every Wednesday and Sunday. Tell us something cute about your dogs. How did you get them? The silly thing they did. Oh, Britt, you know a way straight to my heart. Okay, for you that don't know, I have two dogs. One's called Sasha. She is 11, and she's actually in my room right now. She just perked her head up and looked at me. She is a Collie Husky cross. And the other is called Lily. She is a collie, and she is 7. Sasha is the absolute devil. She's a little minx. She definitely thinks she's the boss. Like, you try and tell her to do something, she's like, excuse me, what did you just say to me? She will not have it. Whereas Lily is just like a little goofball. She's like so loving and just constantly wants attention and constantly wants to be with you. And they're just polar opposites. Like, people don't believe me, and then they see them and like, wow, they really are polar opposites. But yeah, how did I get them? Oh, that's actually a really nice story. Sasha, we were coming back from shopping in a city, so it was about an hour and 15 minutes drive home. And we took a detour, and we stopped outside a house, and I was sitting in the car while Mum went in, and I kept saying to Dad, what's going on, where's she going, what's she doing? And he wouldn't really tell me. He was like, oh, she'll be back in a minute. And then after about 10 minutes, Mum came out with just a big towel, and she opened the door and sat it in my lap, and then suddenly this little dog just like perked her head up, and then it was Sasha, and it was just a massive surprise, and she was so adorable. And Lily, we saw in an advert in the newspaper about a litter of farm pups for sale. So we went to the farm, and so she was a working farm dog's puppy, and we went in the pen, and I stood there, and there was about 10 of them. There was loads of them, and Mum really liked a really puffy one that was really just quiet and hidden away. But there was like one little one, and now Lily's like pure white, but she has a patch in her eye and a patch on her ear, and she has like little polka dots, subtle ones throughout her fur. And this one came crawling up to me and just started biting my shoelaces and like tugging at them, and she totally wrecked those shoelaces, by the way. I had to get replaced. But as soon as she did that, I was like, no, I want that one. She's a little troublemaker. Turns out they're the opposite way around, but it's fine. Lily is just the cutest little thing ever. I love her to pieces. But it's something silly they did. I don't know, they do stuff that's silly all the time. Well, one thing with Lily, though, is her tongue's too long for her mouth, so when she relaxes, her tongue sticks out about an inch. So when she's sleeping, it's the cutest thing to see her tongue just sticking out. Oh my gosh. No, they're just so cute. I could talk of them for hours. Okay, do you enjoy staying in Scotland? If you could, would you stay somewhere else? Alright, ask me this about 4 years ago, I would have said I really didn't like Scotland. It's such a boring country and all this sort of stuff. But having said that, since then, my eyes have been really opened about my country, where I come from, its history, its potential, and especially with the tensions arising between England and Scotland, I'm very passionate about Scotland and about its future. I'm not going to get into the political side of things. If you know the political landscape in the UK, you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyway, we'll move on. So yes, I love Scotland, I want to represent it as best I can. I think it's a beautiful place and it has so much rich history, and I really hope it has a good future. So if you've never visited Scotland, what are you doing? Get over here. Well, maybe not right now with COVID. When everything's calmed down, then you can come on over. Would I go somewhere else? I would love to go traveling the world for like 4 or 5 years. I would love that and go stay like a month in a bunch of different places. I think that'd be amazing. I mean, nowhere in particular. I just want to see everywhere. How many siblings are you? I have an older brother who's 10 years older, and I have an older sister who's 8 years older, which is why I like things like Slipknot and stuff, because I grew up with them being so much older that I think as well people say I seem really mature, and I think that's because I kept trying to keep up with them. Your favourite animation movie? That's Anastasia. I've already answered that one. Brit, seriously, go watch it. What was a sport or after school activity you did in high school? Well, I was actually from second year, which is, I must have been about, what age are you in second year? 14, 15? I don't know. I was actually home educated from about 14, 15. It was the best decision my mum ever made because I was being bullied and I was miserable. It was horrible. But yeah, so I actually got to explore a lot of different stuff being home educated, and I started doing like a survival skills course, which was incredible. That's actually something I'm going to be talking about in one of my Sunday videos. But yeah, I also did figure skating and horse riding, show jumping. I love them all. Like, I wish I could continue doing them, but it's so expensive to do that stuff. Why are you so amazing? Brit. Well, it takes a lot of hard work to be so amazing, but no, I'm joking. My question is, will you ever play different games on your channel apart from The Sims? That's a good question, actually. I've never thought about it. I mean, I'm really comfortable with The Sims, so I think that's why I haven't thought about playing anything else, although I think maybe in the future I will try different stuff, because I do like games. I love horrors, so I could maybe start playing horror games on my channel. I don't know if anyone would watch, but that would be a bit fun. Maybe I will. We'll see. What is your favourite food? My favourite food is strawberries. I love strawberries so much. I could eat strawberries for days. I just love them. What is your favourite world in The Sims 4? Oh, see, I think right off the bat I would say Windenburg, just because it is beautiful and it's massive, it's great. But I actually think it's Willow Creek, just because it's such a bright, I don't know, I just like that bright suburban sort of look. But that is it for all the questions. Thank you so much to everyone who asked some questions. They were brilliant. I really enjoyed doing this. I hope you enjoyed listening. I hope you enjoyed learning a bit more about me. I feel like I'm starting to get a lot more comfortable doing these things and like talking to you guys. So I'm really, really happy that I got to share this stuff with you. But if you have anything to say, anything to contribute with what I've already said or what I've answered with, please, please, please do comment down below. I'd love to chat to you guys about stuff. But yeah, I will see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.